Greetings Mechwarriors, this is Offshore Show and I'm back again with another Mechwarrior Online video, and today we're taking a look at the UZIEL-3S, and this is of course the special variant of 3S. Everything's the same about this mech and the normal 3S. Only thing is that this mech has a 30% seal build bonus. I've not mastered the mech yet, but I've come to the conclusion that I love this build that I'm about to show you. Right, so it came with the original camo. I just changed the color out to blue instead of green, and I placed two big goggle eyes decal on it to stare down at my enemies. I wish you could change the inner color, but when you change the color of this, actually change the outer color and not the inner color. That's too bad, because the human eye usually white around here, and only this part, the pupil, only has a different color. And so let's get straight to the loadout here. So let's start with the armor. So we have 33 armor in the right and left arm. So the right and left torso has about 41 frontal, 8 rear. Head armor is full at 18. The center torso about 56 over 10. Then is the rear armor, and the legs are 49. So the legs, both legs are 49. It's pretty high armor. It has more than arms, so the legs are pretty well protected right here. So the upgrades are light FF, double heatsink, and endo steel. So my main guns here are the RAC5s. Right? The RAC5 is your main gun, and the gun that was definitely will be taking out enemies with. And we have 4 ER small lasers. So we have 4 ER small lasers. That is your secondary weapon if your rotary gets jammed, overheat, or you're just waiting for it to cool down. And we have another 6 jump jets class 4 on this mech. We have 2 on each torso and another 2 in its center torso. We have about 4 tons of RAC5s here, so that brings about I believe 600 rounds. I'm not counting the 15 that's already there from the skill tree, right? And we have the IS targeting COM Mark 1. I could not place any other better targeting computer since it's a bit low on tonnage. I'm left with 0.1, and I had more tonnage, so since I could fit it in, I fitted it in. Let's see. So we had a XL engine 300 here. That's 15.5 tons, which allows it to move at 97.5 kilometers, 64.7. I did not change the engine. I believe, if I remember correctly, it actually came with this engine. So it's an XL engine. If you're wondering why I'm not using a light engine, it's because the light engine is actually much more heavier than the XL engine. So you gotta be careful with this mech. Lose the torso, lose the mech. But the difference, that's the only thing. But I guess a lot of Inner Sphere players are already used to the XL engine, so it shouldn't be a problem for you actually, right? What else can we look through here? That's about all for this part right here. And the consumables, we place 2 cool shot 18s. The reason for this is, like I said, the rotary actually generates a lot of heat. Look at my heat management, it's 0.7. So you're going to require the 2 cool shots in especially close combat situations where you need to cool down. I know you have to wait for your rotary gun to cool down anyway, but you're going to need it when that cooldown it's enough time for you to fire already, and you're not waiting for another hit to go down before firing your RAC5s. Let's look at the skill tree. So right here is the skill tree. I'm going to zoom out a little so you can take a look. Right, like I said before, I've not mastered it yet, but what you should be aiming for is the enhanced RAC1 here, and especially the RAC here. So that's your main priority. Your second priority would be the heat gen, to reduce the heat generated by the ballistic weapons. In this case, your RAC5s. And the second thing that you should be targeting is not the cooldown, although it's good to have for your lasers especially, is the velocity. So I've not actually gone through and gotten the velocity. I'm thinking I might not actually need it, but if I have some extra skill points, I'll probably go for it. And when you're starting with the survival or the defense, you should be targeting here the reinforced casing. So this reinforced casing, get as much as possible. If you look through my skill tree here, I've gotten all the reinforced casing. And then the secondary note that you should be targeting is the skeleton density and then the armor hardening. I skipped mobility. I've placed some nodes in the jump jets for heat shielding, vectoring, which increase the forward thrust, and lifting speed, which increase the speed of you going up. But since it has already 6 jump jets, we don't need to increase the jump jet time. We skip the operations, we're skipping the sensors, and we're going to go for auxiliary here. So I know I don't have any UAV on my consumables, but it's the only way that I could get down here. Or if you're intending to get more slots with your extra skill points, you can either go for the UAV or the artillery or airstrike right here. We got 1 consumable, UAV duration, 2 enhanced cool shots, and the coolant reserve for having the 2 coolant or the 2 cool shots in the consumables. So that's about all. So if you have I'm thinking the vest is just to get since my main weapon is the ballistic RSC5, I'm thinking of getting for the velocity here, like getting the velocity for the vest and the heat generation, or the heat reducing the heat generated by the weapons that I have with the RAC5s. So that's about all I got to talk about this mech. Oh, one more thing, this mech armor is pretty low, so you got to be careful how you pilot it. You're not going to be able to solo assault mechs on your own unless you catch them by surprise, especially from the rear, which have how do you say, proven successfully in last few games that I tested this build out for. It took me a long time to find the proper build for this, switching between the RAC2, RAC5, autocannons, SRMs, lasers, PPCs. I finally came to the conclusion that this was the best build that I could get for the UZIEL-3S. So I hope you try out this loadout and see if you like it or not. Let me know in the comments, and let's take a look at some of the gameplays. Okay, we're in a really hot map now, and this will be a challenge for the mech that generates a lot of heat here, especially my rotary AC5s.
Target acquired. Warning, incoming missile.
Get out, give me cover, give me cover.
Come on.
New target acquired.
Target spotted. Alright, everybody, push left side.
Oh.
You have anything.
You're gonna have to leave the assault behind though.
Incoming missile.
Gotta get back to my team.
Incoming missile.
This is something you should never do. Go out alone. Right? With the UZIEL, it's not a mech that can take a lot of hits. Especially the rotary AC5, it's more of a distraction rather than damage dealer. You'll miss most of your shots with the AC5, so you gotta be really accurate in firing. So you gotta play a supportive role as this mech, or it wouldn't mean anything. You see what I mean when this UZIEL right here get caught out in the open. good shooting right there. I didn't miss any of the shots, even while I was moving. So I would like to take it out.
Target destroyed.
of the enemies are
New
eliminated.
target acquired.
Forward.
Don't want to block it. Night vision so that we can see it much more clearer.
Warning, incoming missile.
We don't want to hurt our
Warning,
legs here.
incoming missile.
Ouch.
Left leg critical damage.
That catapult.
New target acquired.
At least that was better than nothing.
See here.
Target destroyed.
Annihilator.
Acquired.
Gotta push it back. And he blocks my shot. And he blocks my shot.
Primary annihilator.
New target acquired.
Alright, bye. We got numbers. Let's push.
Okay.
The enemies are half depleted. Keep pushing. We're experiencing some losses. Don't get sloppy out there.
He's not moving, so that's an advantage for us.
Target
We
destroyed.
got a killing blow. And we're gonna go for this Jaeger mech. Oh no, no.
Overrun engaged.
This is why we need our cool shot. It's not firing at us, so that's lucky.
Clean up the survivors.
New target
Okay.
acquired.
They have about 3 more mechs.
New target acquired.
Yeah.
New target acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
It doesn't actually do much damage to the light mech too. Going for his legs.
Heat level critical. Target destroyed.
Yep.
We're detecting no more hostiles.
That's
Good
that.
job, soldiers.
Let's see how well we did.
I wish I could play like that would look like this.
It was very lucky that we escaped at at the start of the game. So we got 386,000 C-bills. We had 561 damage, 2 killing blows, 2 kills, most damage dealt, 2000 XP. Let's see. Okay. Team stats. 481 match score. That's good. That's good. Let's try another game. Okay, guys, I'm in the canyon. This is one of my favorite maps in Mechwarrior. And just to be honest with you guys, this is actually my 4th game. Actually died in the last 2 games really early on, so I'm not going to be showing that. Reasons is because I can't show the full potential of the mech in that video, and I made the mistake of going in alone. Loadout 3.5 gave me too much overconfidence and I died.
Target acquired.
Target spotted.
So we gotta be careful when you're piloting the UZIEL, especially carrying that Excel engine that we have on this mech and this build. You can opt for a light engine, but it will move much more slower than this what I'm currently on right now.
New target
Target
acquired.
spotted.
But actually that's dangerous mech. There's some mechs down there. Just be careful a bit.
Coming around Charlie
New
5.
target acquired.
Transfer happened there?
They've taken down Beta. The enemy has destroyed Alpha.
Gotta run a bit. Oh, sorry.
Let's go. I'ma make it. That I'm drawn to. Turn up to
Yeah.
the max.
Its RC fights are not actually that powerful. I don't see a reason that they need to be nerfed.
Work hard, yeah, harder than the rest.
New target acquired.
Try to get them here. My guns are ready.
New target acquired. Warning, incoming missile.
Oh, I overheat.
Target acquired. Heat level critical.
Ow, 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 ow. There you go. I deserve that kill. Oh, there's another one.
Target acquired.
Gotta help him. Recent AC. Don't block his view. Like I said, this is a supportive mech.
Target destroyed.
And it jams just as I kill the target. I deserve that too since I attacked him earlier.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, my weapons are
Target
cooled off.
acquired.
I don't deal with people that and I'm not the type to give out second chances. I just wanna
New target acquired.
Just close to us. No, it's not that one. The other. Oh,
keep on working to excel, cause I'm working on myself. And y'all don't know that I'm a soul.
New target acquired. Right arm critical damage.
can't lose my right arm. That's our main weapon.
New target acquired.
He's dead. They got 2 more assaults.
Target acquired.
There you go. There's another death. Finally got that guy.
New target acquired. Blood person critical damage.
We've destroyed target Alpha.
Heat level critical.
Alright, so we got our torso problem here.
New target
I
acquired.
think this is the last one before we win. Let's see how much damage we can get in here.
Target destroyed.
That was a good one.
Hernandez, happy to hear of your
Got 4 kills. Let's see how much damage we did in that match.
We almost have it. Hold on for just
So we
a
had
little longer.
nearly 400,000 C-bills, 758 damage, 4 kills, 3 most damage dealt, which is the 2 most important thing to me, the damage and the most damage dealt. So we got nearly 3k XP. Let's see how well we did among everybody here. with the second most damage dealt here. Second is us, and again Kodiak 3, the tool cast was top, but comparing assault mech and comparing medium mech for this kind of damage, okay, the UZIEL passed this test. And I'm going to show you a few other results that I had in previous game during the testing phase. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I hope you try everything that I've showed here today. If you like it, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed my content, and let me know in the comments as well if this build worked out for you. Offshore out.